talk to me about your thoughts on the economy moving forward. So right now, as we film this, we're June 29th, 2022. Where do you think we're headed? What's your outlook on, say, the next 6 months, year, 3 years, something like that?
It's going to be real squishy. I had missed the last two major economic crises.
Right.
So I'm a lot more, I'm not necessarily more bearish on the economy, but I am more cognizant of the fact that it's possible that there's, a cliff out there that I don't see, because I obviously didn't see the pandemic cliff, and I didn't see the 2008 cliff that came, and that was a real cliff there. So I didn't necessarily project either one of them as being out there. So I think it's definitely the economy is probably going to churn a bit over the next year or so. There's so many weirdnesses with them trying to get the interest rates back up, simultaneously bringing inflation down, simultaneously dealing with a war in, the Ukraine and Russia that's driving up energy costs, and then add on the whole, we can't get goods and services or goods shipped. And I'm like, there's no economist that has a clue. They're all making statements, but I bet in a year you're going to look back and most of them were wrong.
Got it. Yep.
So I don't know. We're going to navigate as best we can. We're going to try to serve those businesses that remain solid throughout the whole pandemic. Try to continue to serve those clients as best we can. I'm kind of glad that we're in service-based type niches that I think work well, whether people are buying houses or people are trying to extend improve the current house they're living in.
Yep, that's true. True. Okay. Talk to me about lead generation. What's your favorite lead gen method? What do you lean on in terms of, getting things?
We lean on partnerships. My favorite, and I'm terrible at content, Ed, and I say this every time we get together and you're like, Mark, do more. Yeah. We will. I promise. This time I promise. I really mean that. Good. Probably my favorite, though it's not the most prolific one my favorite is Facebook, because we drop, value there. And it's a lot more, it's a pretty nice community in the PPC side of things. And we get a lot of referrals from people, and we get a lot of conversations started, and we refer a lot of people. And there's a lot of people asking, honest questions, presenting their data, trying to figure things out. And so we jump in on conversations, or I jump in on conversations there, even when they're obviously not a potential client. But I just feel like that's one of those things where you cast your bread upon the water and it comes back to you, type of thing. So that would probably be my favorite. LinkedIn, never made that work. Yep. Twitter, I just read that to get angry. So
nice. You nailed something there about just putting things out there, because I think the stats are what is it? 3% or what is, I'm sorry, 1% are posting on social platforms. 5% or 4% are interacting with the posts, and then 95% are reading what everyone else is writing. So it's you never know, even if you've had zero interaction with someone on a post, you never know who's actually reading the post and watching the posts and watching the videos. Those are the people that will end up being customers, not necessarily the people you're actually interacting with. So I like your approach there, and I agree with it. The majority of people are lurking on social platforms and aren't interacting, but they could spend hours a day there. So I think that's a wise move.
The beauty of Facebook, if you stay away from the ugly side of it, is that it is a community that shares a lot of information, seeks a lot of answers, shares a lot of answers. Yep. And I enjoy that aspect of it. And I think that now that I feel like we've got the agency in a great place in terms of we have the right people in the right places, I expect to spend a lot more my time generating content, trying to share information that I will find out if people think it's interesting. or not.
Cool. I like it.